Act 5, Scene 1. The Greek camp, before Achilles' tent. Enter Achilles and Patroclus.
I'll heat his blood with Greekish wine tonight, which with my scimitar I'll cool tomorrow. Patroclus, let us feast him to the height.
Here comes Thersites.
How now, thou core of envy, thou crusty botch of nature, what's the news?
Why, thou picture of what thou seemest, an idol of idiot worshippers? Here's a letter for thee.
From whence, fragment?
Why, thou full dish of fool, from Troy.
Who keeps the tent now?
The surgeon's box or the patient's wound?
Ooh, well said, adversity. And what need these tricks?
Oh, prithee, be silent, boy. I profit not by thy talk. Thou art said to be Achilles' male varlet.
Oh, male varlet? Oh, you rogue! What is that?
Why, his masculine whore. Oh, the rotten diseases of the South, the guts griping, ruptures, catters, loads of gravel in the back, lethargies, cold palsies, raw eyes, dirt rotten livers, hissing lungs, bladders full of imposthumed sciaticas, limekins of the palm, incurable bone ache, and the rivel B simple of the tedder, take and take again for such preposterous discoveries.
Why, thou damnable box of envy, thou, what means thou to curse thus?
Do I curse thee?
Why, no, you ruinous butt, you whoreson, indistinguishable cur. No.
No? Why art thou then exasperate, thou idle, immaterial skein of slave silk, thou green sarcenet flap for a sore eye, thou tassel of a prodigal's purse, thou? How the poor world is pestered with such waterflies, diminutives of nature.
Out, gall.
Gidjag.
Oh.
My sweet Patroclus, I am thwarted quite from my great purpose in tomorrow's battle. Here is a letter from Queen Hecuba, a token from her daughter, my fair love, both taxing me and engaging me to keep an oath that I have sworn. I will not break it. Fall, Greeks. Fail, fame, honor, or go or stay. My major vow lies here. This I'll obey. Come, Thersites. Help to trim my tent. This night in Baquintine must all be spent. Away, Patroclus.
With too much blood and too little brain, these two may run mad. But if with too much brain and too little blood they do, I'll be the cure of madmen. Here's Agamemnon, an honest fellow enough, huh? And one that loves quails, but he has not so much brain as earwax. And the goodly transformation of Jupiter there, his brother, the bull, the primitive statue and oblique memorial of cuckolds, a thrifty shoehorn in a chain hanging at his brother's leg. To what form but that he is should wit larded and with malice forced, and wit turn him to? Well, to an ass were nothing, he is both ass and ox. And to an ox were nothing, he is both ox and ass. To be a dog, a mule, a cat, a fichu, a toad, a lizard, an owl, a puttock, or a herring without a roe, I would not care, but to be Menelaus? I would conspire against destiny. Ask me not what I would be if I were not Thersites, for I care not to be the louse of a lazar, so I were not Menelaus. Ooh. But hey, right fires.
We go wrong, we go wrong.
No, yonder, 'tis there, where we see the lords.
I trouble you.
No, not a whit.
Here comes himself to guide you.
Welcome, brave Hector. Welcome, princes, all.
So now, fair Prince of Troy, I bid good night. Ajax commands the guard to tend on you.
Thanks, and good night to the Greeks in general.
Good night, my lord.
Good night, sweet Lord Menelaus.
Sweet draft. Sweet, quothy? Sweet sink, sweet sour.
Good night, and welcome both at once to those that go or tarry.
Good night.
Old Nestor tarries, and you too, Diomed. Keep Hector company an hour or two.
I cannot, lord. I have important business, the tide whereof is now. Good night, great Hector.
Give me your hand.
Follow his torch. He goes to Calchas' tent. I'll keep you company.
Sweet sir, you honor me.
And so good night.
Come, enter my tent.
Oh. Yeah, that same Diomed's a false-hearted rogue. Most unjust knave. I will no more trust him when he leers than I will a serpent when he hisses. He will spend his mouth and promise like Brabbler the Hound, and when he performs, astronomers foretell it. It is prodigious. There will come some change. The sun borrows of the moon when Diomed keeps his word. I will rather leave to see Hector than not to dog him. They say he keeps a Trojan drab and uses the traitor Calchas his tent. I'll after. Nothing but lechery. All incontinent varlets! Act 5, Scene 2. The Greek camp. Outside Calchas' tent. Enter Diomedes.
What, are you up here? Ho, speak.
Who calls?
Diomed Calchas, I think. Where's your daughter?
She comes to you.
Stand where the torch may not discover us.
Cressida comes forth to him.
How now, my charge?
Now, my sweet guardian, hark, a word with you?
Yea, so familiar?
She will sing any man at first sight.
And any man may sing her if he can take her clef. Ha ha, she's noted.
Will you remember?
Remember? Yes.
Nay, but do then, and let your mind be coupled with your words.
What should she remember?
List.
Sweet honey Greek, tempt me no more to folly.
Oh, Rory.
Nay, then.
I'll tell you what.
Come, tell a pin you are forsworn.
In faith, I cannot. What would you have me do?
A juggling trick to be secretly open.
What did you swear you would bestow on me?
I prithee, do not hold me to mine oath. Bid me do anything but that, sweet Greek.
Good night.
Hold patience.
For now, Trojan.
Diomed!
Nope, good night. I'll be your fool no more.
Well, I better must.
Hark, a word in your ear.
Oh, plague and madness!
No, you are moved, Prince. Let us depart, I pray you, lest your displeasure should enlarge itself to wrathful terms. This place is dangerous, the time right deadly. I beseech you, go.
Behold, I pray you.
Nay, my good lord, go off. You float a great distraction. Come, my lord.
I prithee, stay.
You have not patience. Come.
I pray you, stay. By hell and all hell's torment, I will not speak a word.
And so, good night.
Nay, but you part in anger.
Doth that grieve thee? Oh, withered truth.
Oh, how now, my lord?
By Jove, I will be patient.
Guardian, why, Greek!
Do you palter?
In faith, I do not. Come hither once again.
You shake, my lord, at something. Will you go? You will break out.
She strokes his cheek.
Come.
Nay, stay. By Jove, I will not speak a word. There is between my will and all offenses a guard of patience. Stay a little while.
The devil luxury with his fat rump and potato finger tickles these together. Oh, fry, lechery, fly.
But will you then?
In faith I will. Law, never trust me else.
Give me some token for the surety of it.
I'll fetch you one.
You have sworn patience.
Fear me not, my lord. I will not be myself, nor have cognition of what I feel. I am all patience.
Ooh, now the pledge. No.
Here, Diomed, keep this sleeve.
Oh, beauty, where is thy faith? My lord, I will be patient. Outwardly, I will.
You look upon that sleeve. Behold it well. He loved me. Oh, false wench! Give it me again.
Whose was it?
It is no matter. Now I hat again. I will not meet with you tomorrow night. I prithee, Diomed, visit me no more.
Oh, now she sharpens. Well said, Whetstone.
I shall have it.
What, this?
Aye, that.
Oh, you gods. Oh, pretty, pretty pledge. Thy master now lies thinking on his bed of thee and me, and takes my glove and gives memorial dainty kisses to it as I kiss thee.
Nay, do not snatch it from me.
He that takes that doth take my heart withal.
I had your heart before, this follows it.
I did swear patience.
You shall not have it, Diomed. Faith, you shall not. I'll give you something else.
I will have this. Whose was it?
It is no matter.
Come, tell me whose it was.
'Twas one's that love me better than you will. But now you have it, take it.
Whose was it?
By all Diana's waiting women yond, and by herself I will not tell you whose.
Tomorrow I will wear it on my helm, and grieve his spirit that dares not challenge it.
Wert thou the devil and worst it on thy horn, it should be challenged.
Well, 'tis done, 'tis past, and yet it is not. I will not keep my word.
Why then, farewell, thou shalt never mock Diomed again.
You shall not go. One cannot speak a word, but it straight starts you.
I do not like this fooling.
Nor I, by Pluto, but that likes not you pleases me best.
What, shall I come? The hour?
I come, oh Jove, do come. I shall be plagued.
Farewell till then.
Good night. I pray thee come. Troilus, farewell. One eye yet looks on thee, but with my heart the other eye doth see. Ah, poor our sex! This fault in us I find. The error of our eye directs our mind. What error leads must err. Oh, then conclude. Minds swayed by eyes are full of turpitude.
A proof of strength she could not publish more, unless she said, my mind is now turned whore.
All's done, my lord.
It is.
Why stay we then?
To make a recordation to my soul of every syllable that here was spoke. But if I tell how these two did coact, shall I not lie in publishing a truth? Sith, yet there is a credence in my heart, and esperance so obstinately strong, that doth invert the attest of eyes and ears, as if those organs had deceptuous functions, created only to calumniate. Was Cressida here?
I cannot conjure, Trojan.
She was not, sure.
Most sure she was.
Why, my negation hath no taste of madness.
Nor mine, my lord. Cressida was here but now.
Let it not be believed for womanhood. Think, we had mothers. Do not give advantage to stubborn critics, apt, without a theme for deprivation, to square the general sex by Cressida's rule. Rather, think this not Cressida.
What has she done, prince, that can soil our mothers?
Nothing at all, unless that this were she.
Will he swagger himself out on his own eyes?
This she? No. This is Diomed's Cressida. If beauty have a soul, this is not she. If souls guide vows, if vows be sanctimonies, if sanctimony be the god's delight, if there be rule in unity itself, this is not she. Oh, madness of discourse that cause sets up with and against itself. Bifold authority, where reason can revolt without perdition, and loss assume all reason without revolt. This is and is not Cressida. Within my soul there doth conduce a fight of this strange nature, that a thing inseparate divides more wider than the sky and earth, and yet the spacious breadth of this division admits no orifix for a point as subtle as Ariadne's broken woof to enter. Instant, strong as Pluto's gates, Cressida is mine, tied with the bonds of heaven. Instant, strong as heaven itself. The bonds of heaven are slipped, dissolved, and loosed, and with another knot, 5-fingered tied, the fractions of her faith, orts of her love, the fragments, scraps, the bits and greasy relics of her orts-eaten faith are given to Diomed.
May worthy Troilus be half attached with that which here his passion doth express?
Aye, Greek. And that shall be divulged well in characters as red as Mars, his heart inflamed with Venus. Never did young man fancy with so eternal and so fixed a soul. Hark, Greek, as much as I do Cressid love, so much by weight I hate her Diomed. That sleeve is mine, that he'll bear on his helm. Were it a casque composed by Vulcan's skill, my sword should bite it, not the dreadful spout which shipmen do the hurricano call, constringed in mass by the almighty sun, shall dizzy with more clamor Neptune's ear in his descent than shall my prompted sword falling on Diomed.
Oh, he'll tickle it for his concubine.
Cressid, false, Cressid, false, false, false! Let all untruths stand by thy stained name, and they'll seem glorious.
Contain yourself, your passion draws ears thither.
I have been seeking you this hour, my lord. Hector, by this, is arming him in Troy. Ajax, your guard, stays to conduct you home.
I'm with you, Prince. My courteous lord, adieu. Farewell, revolted fair. And, Diomed, stand fast, and wear a castle on thy head.
I'll bring you to the gates.
Accept distracted thanks.
Oh, would I could meet that rogue Diomed. Ha! I would croak like a raven. I would bode. I would bird. Troilus will give me anything for the intelligence of this whore. That parrot will not do more for an almond than he for a commodious drab. Lechery. Lechery. Still wars and lechery. Nothing else holds fashion. Burning devil take 'em. Act 5, Scene 3. Troy. A room in the palace. Enter Hector, armed, and Andromache.
When was my lord so much urgently tempered to stop his ears against admonishment? Unarm! Unarm, and do not fight today!
You train me to offend you. Get you in, by all the everlasting gods, I'll go.
My dreams will sure prove ominous to the day.
No more, I say.
Where's my brother, Hector?
Here, sister, and bloody in intent. Consort with me in loud and dear petition. Pursue we him on knees, for I have dreamt of bloody turbulence, and this whole night had nothing but been shapes and forms of slaughter.
Oh, 'tis true.
Oh, bid my trumpet sound.
No notes of Sally for the heavens, sweet brother.
Begone, I say. The gods have heard me swear.
The gods are deaf to hot and peevish vows. They are plouted off rings more abhorred than spotted livers in the sacrifice.
Oh, be persuaded. Do not count it holy to hurt by being just. It is as lawful, for we would give much to use violent thefts and rob in behalf of charity.
It is the purpose that makes strong the vow, but vows of every purpose must not hold. Unarm, sweet Hector.
Hold you still, I say. Mine honor keeps the weather of my fate. Life every man holds dear, but the dear man holds honor far more precious dear than life. How now, young man? Meanest thou to fight today?
Cassandra, call my father to persuade.
No faith, young Troilus, doff thy harness, youth. I am today in the vein of chivalry. Let grow thy sinews till thy knots be strong, and tempt not yet the brushes of the war. Unarm thee, go, and doubt thou not, brave boy. I'll stand today for thee and me and Troy.
Brother, you have a vice of mercy in you which better fits a lion than a man.
What vice is that? Good Troilus, chide me for it.
When many times the captive Grecian falls, even in the fan and wind of your fair sword, you bid them rise and live.
No, 'tis fair play.
Fool's play, by heaven. Hector,
How now, how now?
for the love of all the gods, let's leave the hermit Pity with our mother, and when we have our armors buckled on, the venomed vengeance ride upon our swords. Spur them to ruthful work, rein them from ruth.
Fie, savage, fie.
Hector, then 'tis wars.
Troilus, I would not have you fight today.
Who should withhold me? Not fate, obedience, or the hand of Mars, beckoning with fiery truncheon my retire. Not Priamus and Hecuba on knees, their eyes o'ergawed with recourse of tears. Nor you, my brother, with your true sword drawn, opposed to hinder me, should stop my way, but by my rule.
Pray, hold upon him, Priam. Hold him fast. He is thy crutch. Now if thou loose thy stay, thou on him leaning, and all Troy on thee fall together.
Come, Hector, come. Go back. Thy wife hath dreamt, thy mother hath had visions, Cassandra doth foresee, and I myself am like a prophet, suddenly enwrapped, to tell thee that this day is ominous. Therefore come back.
Aeneas is afield, and I do stand engaged to many Greeks, even in the faith of valor to appear this morning to them.
Aye, but thou shalt not go.
I must not break my faith, you know me dutiful. Therefore, dear sir, let me not shame respect, but give me leave to take that course by your consent and voice, which you do here forbid me, royal Priam.
Oh, Priam, yield not to him.
Do not, dear father.
Andromache, I am offended with you. Upon the love you bear me, get you in.
Foolish, dreaming, superstitious girl makes all these bones.
Farewell, dear Hector. Look how thou diest. Look how thy eye turns pale. Look how thy wounds do bleed at many vents. Hark, how Troy roars, how Hecuba cries out, how poor Andromache shrills her dolour forth. Behold, distraction, frenzy, and amazement. Like witless antics, one another meet, and all cry, Hector! Hector's dead! Oh, Hector!
Away, away!
Farewell. Yet soft, Hector, I take my leave. Thou dost thyself and all our Troy deceive.
You are amazed, my liege, at her exclaim. Go in and cheer the town, will forth and fight, do deeds worth praise, and tell you of them at night.
Farewell. The gods with safety stand about thee.
They are at it. Hark! Proud Diomed, believe. I come to lose my arm or win my sleeve.
Do you hear, my lord? Do you hear?
What now?
Here's a letter come from yon poor girl.
Let me read.
A whoresome Tisic, a whoresome rascally Tisic so troubles me, and the foolish fortune of this girl, and what one thing, what another, that I shall leave you one of these days, and I have a rheum in my eyes too, and such an ache in my bones, that unless a man were cursed, I cannot tell what to think on't. What says she here?
Words, words, mere words, no matter from the heart. The effect doth operate another way. Go, wind to wind, their turn and change together. My love with words and errors still she feeds, but edifies another with her deeds.
Act 5, Scene 4. The battlefield outside of Troy. Enter Thersites. Well, now they are clapper-clawing one another. I'll go look on. That that dissembling, abominable varlet Diomed has got the same scurvying, dotish, foolish young named Sleeve of Troy there in his helm. Oh, I would fain see them meet, that the same young Trojan ass that loves the whore might then send the Greekish whore mastery villain with the sleeve back to the dissembling, luxurious drab on a sleeveless errand. And to the other side, the policy of those crafty, swearing rascals, the stale old mouse-eating dry cheese Nestor, and that same dog fox Ulysses is proved not worth a blackberry. They set me up in policy, that mongrel cur Ajax, against that dog of as bad a kind, Achilles. And now is the cur Ajax prouder than the cur Achilles, and will not arm today. Whereupon the Grecians begin to proclaim barbarism, and policy grows into an ill opinion. Oh, here comes Sleeve and the other.
Fly not, for shouldst thou take the river Styx, I would swim after.
Thou dost miscall retire. I do not fly, but advantageous care withdrew me from the odds of multitude. Have at thee.
Whoa, hold thy whore, Grecian! Now for thy whore, Trojan! Now the sleeve, now the sleeve!
What art thou, Greek? Art thou for Hector's match? Art thou of blood and honor?
Oh, no. I'm a very rascal, scurvy, railing knave, very filthy rogue.
I do believe thee. Live.
Oh, God of mercy, that thou wilt believe me. But a plague break thy neck for frighting me. Oh, what's become of the wenching rogues? Oh, I think they've swallowed one another. I would laugh at that miracle. Yet, in a sort, lechery eats itself. Huh. Well, I'll go see him. Act 5, Scene 5. Another part of the battlefield. Enter Diomedes and servingmen.
Go, my servant. Take thou Troilus' horse. Present the fair steed to my lady Cressida. Fellow, commend my service to her beauty. Tell her I have chastised the amorous Trojan, and am her knight by proof.
Go, my lord.
Renew! The fierce Polydamas hath beat down Menon. Bastard Margareton hath Dorius prisoner, and stands Colossus-wise, waving his beam upon the passioned coursers of the kings Epistrophus and Cetius. Polixenes is slain, and Phymachus and Thoas deadly hurt, Patroclus Theanor slain, and Polymedes sore hurt and bruised. The dreadful Sagittaria appalls our numbers. Haste we, Diomed, to reinforcement, or we perish all.
Go, bear Patroclus' body to Achilles, and then bid the snail-paced Ajax arm for shame. There's 1,000 Hectors in the field. Now here fights on Galatea his horse, and here lacks work. Anon he's there afoot, and there they fly or die like scaled schools before a belching whale. And he is yonder, and there the strawly grapes, ripe for his edge, fall down before him like mowers' swaths. Here, there, and everywhere he leaves and takes dexterity so obeying appetite that he does, and he does much. That proof is called impossibility.
Ah, courage! Courage, princes! Great Achilles is arming, weeping, cursing, vowing vengeance. Patroclus' wounds have roused his drowsy blood together with his mangled myrmidons. That noseless, handless, hacked and shipped, come to him crying on Hector. Ajax hath lost a friend and foams at mouth, and he is armed and at it, roaring for Troilus, who hath done today mad and fantastic execution, engaging in redeeming of himself with such a careless force and forceless care, as if that luck, in very spite of coming, bade him win all.
Troilus, thou coward, Troilus!
Aye, there!
So we draw together.
Where is Hector? Come, thou boy Queller, show thy face. Know what it is to meet Achilles angry. Hector? Where's Hector? I will none but Hector.
Act 5, Scene 6. Another part of the battlefield. Enter Ajax.
Troilus, thou coward, Troilus, show thy head.
Troilus, I say, where's Troilus?
What wouldst thou?
I would correct him.
Where are the general? Thou should have my office ere that correction. Troilus, I say! What? Troilus!
O traitor Diomed, turn thy false face, thou traitor, and pay the life thou owest me for my horse.
Art thou there?
I'll fight him alone. Stand, Diomed.
He is my prize, I will not look upon.
Come, both you cogging Greeks, have at you both!
Troilus! Oh, well fought, my youngest brother.
Now do I see thee. Ha! Have at thee, Hector.
Pause if thou wilt.
I do disdain thy curtsy-proud Trojan. Be happy that my arms are out of use. My rest and negligence befriends thee now. But thou anon shalt hear of me again. Till when, go seek thy fortune.
Fairly well. I would have been much a fresher man had I expected thee. How now, my brother?
Ajax hath ta'en Aeneas, shall it be? No, by the flame of yonder glorious heaven, he shall not carry him. I'll be ta'en too, or bring him off. Fate, hear me what I say. I reck not, though I end my life today.
Stand, thou Greek. Thou art a goodly mark. No? Willst thou not? I like thy armor well. I'll frush it and unlock the rivets all, but I'll be the master of it. Wilt thou not? Beast, abide? Why then fly on, I'll hunt thee for thy hide.
Act 5, Scene 7. Another part of the battlefield. Enter Achilles with the Myrmidons.
Come hear about me, my Myrmidons. Mark what I say. Attend me where I wheel. Strike not a stroke, but keep yourself in breath. And when I have the bloody Hector found, impale him with your weapons round about. In fellest manner execute your arms. Follow me, sirs, and my proceedings I. In its decreed Hector the Great must die.
Act 5, Scene 8. Another part of the battlefield. Enter Thersites and Menelaus fighting Paris. The cuckold and the cuckold maker now are at it. Now bull, now dog. Paris, lo! Now my double-horned Spartan. Lo, Paris, lo! Ah, the bull has the game. Oh, wear horns, ho!
turn slave and fight.
What art thou?
A bastard, son of Priams.
Oh, I am a bastard too. I love bastards. I am bastard begot, bastard instructed, bastard in mind, bastard in valor, in everything illegitimate. One bear will not bite another, and wherefore should one bastard? And take heed. The quarrel's most ominous to us. If the son of a whore fight for a whore, he tempts judgment. Well, farewell, bastard.
The devil take thee! Coward!
Act 5, Scene 9. Beside the battlefield. Enter Hector with the body of the Greek in armor.
Most putrefying so fair without, thy goodly armor has cost thee. Now my day's work's done. I'll take death.
Look, Hector, how the sun begins to set. How ugly night comes breathing at his heels. Even with the veil and darkening of the sun to close the day up, Hector's life is done.
I am unarmed. Forgo this vantage, Greek.
Strike, fellows, strike. This is the man I seek. So, Ilium, fall thou next. Come, Troy, sink down. Here lies thy heart, thy sinews, and thy bone. O Myrmidons, and cry you all, Amen! Achilles hath the mighty Hector slain. Hark! A retire upon our Grecian part. The Trojan trumpets sound the like. The dragon wing of night o'erspread the earth, and stickler like the army separates. My half supped sword that frankly would have fed, pleased with this dainty bait, thus go to bed. Come, tie his body to my horse's tail. Along the field I will the Trojan trail.
Act 5, Scene 10. Another part of the battlefield. Enter Agamemnon, Ajax, Menelaus, Nestor, and Diomedes.
Hark! Hark! What shout is this?
Peace! Drums!
Achilles! Achilles! Hector's slain! Achilles!
The bird is Hector slain and by Achilles.
If it be so, yet bragless let it be. Great Hector was a good as man as he.
March patiently along. Let one be sent to pray Achilles see us at our tent. If in his death the gods have us befriended, great Troy is ours, and our sharp wars are ended.
Act 5, Scene 11. Before the gates of Troy. Enter Aeneas, Paris, Antenor, and soldiers.
Stand ho! Yet we are masters of the field. Never go home. Here starve we out the night.
Hector is slain.
Hector? The gods forbid.
He's dead, and at the murderer's horse's tail, in a beastly sort, dragged through the shameful field. Frown on, you heavens. Affect your rage with speed. Sit, gods, upon your thrones, and smite at Troy. I say at once, let your brief plagues be mercy, and linger not our sure destructions on.
My lord, you do discomfort all the host.
You understand me not that tell me so. I do not speak of flight, of fear, of death, but dare all imminence that gods and men address their dangers in. Hector is gone, Who shall tell Priam so, or Hecuba? Let him that will a screech owl I be called go into Troy and say their Hector's dead. There is a word will make Priam turn to stone. Make wells and Niobes of the maids and wives, cold statues of the youth, and, in a word, scare Troy out of itself. But march away. Hector is dead. There is no more to say. Stay yet, you vile, abominable tents, thus proudly pitched upon our Phrygian plains. Let Titan rise as early as he dare, I'll through and through you. And, thou great-sized coward, no space of earth shall sunder our two hates. I'll haunt thee like a wicked conscience still, that moldeth goblins swift as frenzy's thoughts. Strike a free march to Troy. With comfort go. Hope of revenge shall hide our inward woe.
But hear you.
Hence, broker, lackey! Ignominy and shame pursue thy life, and live I with thy name.
A goodly medicine for my aching bones. Oh, world, world, world. Thus is the poor agent despised. Oh, traitors and bawds, how earnestly are you set a work and how ill requited. Why should our endeavor be so loved and the performance so loathed? What verse for it? What instance for it? Let me see. Full merrily the humble bee doth sing, till he hath lost his honey and his sting, and being once subdued in armed tail, sweet honey and sweet notes together fail. Good traders in the flesh, set this in your painted cloths. As many as be here of Pandar's hall, your eyes half out, weep at Pandar's fall. Or if you cannot weep, yet give some groans, yet not for me, yet for your aching bones. Brethren and sisters of the hold door trade, some 2 months hence, my will shall here be made. It should be now, but that fear is this. Some galled goose of Winchester would hiss. Till then I'll sweat and seek about for eases, and at that time bequeath you my diseases. Thank you for tuning in to Shakespeare 2020 LA's Journey to Troy. Let's bring back our players. Jason Rennie, Christopher Carbo, Taylor Marr, Sasha Venn, Megan Wells, Ron Dorn, Chris Klein, Richard Connolly, Susan Collegian, Jay Hirsch, Emily Vassilos, Sarah Davenport, Caitlin McCormick, Logan Chase, Benjamin Birmingham, and I'm Mary Carrig. Join us next week for Antony and Cleopatra. Good night.